Everything I need is on the ground. Hello. This is not the most flattering angle, but I think if I recorded my process, it would motivate me to actually get started on an essay. Hello beautiful people, it's your queen of random content, Marcus. So I'm currently studying at Nanyang Technological University, that's in Singapore, and I'm pursuing a degree in English literature. So for those of you who are students of the humanities, or if you're just a student who has to write essays in general for whatever course you're doing, I hope this video is informative. We're gonna learn what helps the essay writing process. It also helps to play some bops when you're doing work, kind of motivate you and keep you going, along with some coffee. Alright, so I hope you have a drink. I have some mocha. Not as nice as it was just now. These tips are just for you to get started. They do not guarantee an A for every essay you write. So if you don't do well for the essay, it's not on me. But at least you got it done and submitted it. So here is my essay writing process. So first, you gotta know like when the due date is, and you gotta like plan your time wisely. For some people, they're okay with working on an essay like 1 week before it's due. Also, this depends on the length. The essays I gotta do are about like 1,000 words-ish. Thing is, I like to start early because I take so long to kind of like finalize what I want to do, and this also gives you like leeway in case you have like some off days. You're not strapped for time, and that's how you know you can deliver some sort of quality work, if you know what I mean. So one tip I do have for you guys is to kind of like give yourself a timeline for what you need to do by when, because you also do need to like submit a draft to your tutor or your professor, and you also want to give yourself ample time for them to reply to your draft, as well as time to make those necessary amendments and changes to your essay before you finally have to submit. Alright, so I'm looking at the essay questions now. Basically, they are thematic concerns, and I think I sort of have an inkling of what I want to do, but if you do not know what you want to like write about or start with, it always helps to kind of look back at your notes and see whatever interests you. I have heard people say that you should pick a topic that angers you, because then you have more stuff to write about. I do agree with that to a certain extent, but I also think it is easier to write topics that you are familiar with or have more things to discuss or say that you might not necessarily be angry about, but just passionate about. Next thing you want to do is just to get started on writing. I recommend using the blank black template if you have pages, because when you type the words, it's so pretty, it's a bit different, and it's not as scary as like a blank canvas just staring at you to do something and type something productive. Alternatively, you can just get like a post-it note and just type some random thoughts you have. The thing about just writing random thoughts anywhere is I can't even spell, oh my god. The thing about writing your thoughts on like post-it notes is to just get started. That is so ugly, oh my god. Thank gosh I had to type my answers out. If you already know what your essay is kind of gonna be about, you don't really know what to write yet, just write some like random thoughts on post-it notes, or just start a like mind map. If you're doing a comparison essay, I recommend just doing a table stating your thoughts of like this text versus this text. I'll show you an example of this comparison table I did last semester. I just picked out some quotes from some books, and then just like just type something out. And then when you see that there are things there, the act of writing something is not as daunting as before. So there are like 3 main methods I use to write an essay. So one is just to create a table with a bunch of like different ideas and quotes for some text. Another thing you can do is to just kind of like have a foolscap paper and try and map out your points to see, just to, you know, get the writing process started and write down some things. You don't have to use all of them or even any of them, but this is just kind of track where your argument is going. It also helps to do this after you've written an essay to see whether like your points flow and make sense. That's called a reverse outline, which I highly recommend you guys try. And the thing is, if you don't know what to write, I recommend reading the text again, which is what I'm gonna do right now, and kind of like I use post-it notes for things that I think are interesting or things that thematically I could possibly do an essay about, so that when I have to do a coursework essay, I have these things to refer to. So I'm just gonna read this. Why is there so much noise outside? Thank you. Okay, so this is called The Great Lawsuit: Men vs. Men, Woman vs. Woman by Margaret Fuller. So the theme I want to discuss is gender, but I'm not sure what aspect of gender. Not really sure what aspect of gender I want to discuss and what exactly I want to talk about when it comes to gender, so I'm just going to read the text again. The next step, if you are at a loss for words or if you just don't know where to start, just read, because when you read stuff you actually kind of get inspired, but do not plagiarize, people. Don't plagiarize. But it's just to get started, to kind of like plant some ideas in your head. There's like JSTOR and stuff. I'm pretty sure your university has their own like search portal for articles and journal entries. So I kind of want to do Emily Dickinson and gender in Emily Dickinson. What exactly about being a woman inhibits her from achieving her true desires and wishes. So I'm just gonna, so it helps to kind of just read articles by other people. So I've just got a few articles ready and I'm gonna read them, and once again jot some ideas down in my handy post-it notes. Another thing people do is when they do their outline or after writing an essay, they print it out and then they make marks on the paper, because like for some people, seeing it physically has a different impact than like looking at a computer screen, and people are more aware of their mistakes when it's printed on paper in front of them. So this is just kind of like a quick video about getting started and the writing process for writing an essay. I hope whatever essay you've got to do, you're gonna crush it and kill it. Be excited about it. That's all I have to say. I say all this now, but good luck with me writing this essay right now. So yeah, good luck with your essays, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you beautiful people in another video. Stay safe and healthy wherever you are. Bye!